So another thing I want to talk about is we
Mm,
kind of covered it a little bit, but what can we do for ourselves? I guess we already talking about this, about how to basically protect our children from negative effects of social media. And
mhm,
I listened to like a really good advice that came at the end of the documentary.
mhm.
So this guy basically says he has three rules for managing screen time. And I'm going to implement one of those rules. Me and my wife decided to try it out, see how it goes. We'll try it for a couple weeks. And if it's good, we'll implement it permanently. But the three rules are all devices out to the bedroom by a certain time. So basically, I took that as at a certain time of day, then no screen time, no computers, no TV, no phone,
Mhm.
unless it's like a phone call. But like no like texting and no like watching videos. So after like 7 p.m., you just take your phone, you take your laptop, you shut it down, all that stuff. You turn off the TV,
Mhm.
and you take your phone, you put it in the bathroom or somewhere else so that it's not nearby. So if you get an urge, you can't actually just like reach across and get it.
Yeah.
And we think like in place of that, we might start doing stuff like, I don't know, doing puzzles, read our Kindle, which is not part of the screen time because it's technically reading a book.
Yeah.
Um, doing like board games, fill those spaces in with something else that's more creative or takes more brain power. So we're hoping that's what happens. And the second rule is no social media until high school. Of course, I think every parent could tweak that however they see fit. You could say no social media till kindergarten, no social media till college, no social media till you move out my house, whatever you feel is appropriate. And then the third rule is create a time budget for where we could have screen time. So let's say I think I need to spend, or I would like to spend 8 hours on my phone every day. So
What?
my time budget, this is example.
Okay.
Here's an example. So my time budget would be 8 times 5, 40 hours a week. And I could use that time budget however I see fit.
Mhm.
But of course, the first rule was after a certain time of day, no phones. So the budget still would cut off at that point, at that time of day, regardless if you have more left in your budget or not, you
Mhm.
can't use your phone anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think these rules made sense. How you feel about them?
I'm just thinking about what would be able to be done during this time, Like you have to go back to primitive ways of having fun or interacting.
Exactly.
But the only thing about my household is that our lives kind of are disjointed. 'Cause my wife works nights now on the computer. So she probably has to stop being on the computer and stuff from earlier to make up for that time to be working later.
Mm.
But then we only have like an hour or two to spend together, and then when I'm not with her, I'll just be like table games with myself. Like it wouldn't work for me. That's what I'm saying. But I'm feeling like they could work in some way.
Yeah, I think if I was in a situation like that, what I would do is I would have our time where nobody could use phones.
Hmm.
Instead of having it be like a time of day, I would
Hmm.
have it be like a time block in the day.
Yeah.
So like from like 12 to 3 or something like I don't know, whenever y'all could spend the most time together,
Yeah.
that could potentially be the time block where nobody can use phones. We have to do something together.
And I think it has to be
Although
more lenient because it's not always the same time. So like whenever you're not working, like all
more
before
flexible.
work, yeah, all before work, no phones.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could work. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like the rules are kind of general and you could kind of tweak them as you see fit.
Hmm.
Or on the other hand, you could just not use them at all. Like I don't think that these are like
Yeah. Yeah.
things you should do. I just think that they're good ideas for me to do because I feel like I know I'm a person who I have a hard time, especially with video games,
Yeah.
like putting them down.
Yeah.
Um,
I
we
can
don't,
attest to that.
yeah, I don't really watch TV, so that's not a problem for me. I don't really use social media like that, so that's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
But on the other
You're
hand,
more a game and like YouTube video kind of person.
yeah,
And when you go down a rabbit hole, I am dragged with you. Like my phone just blown up video. I'm like, don't you work? Like, golly.
That's the thing. I don't work and do this at the same time. That's how crazy. Like people are like often say like, how can you like do these distracting things
Hmm.
while working? And for me, it's like I cannot work unless I have these distracting
That's
things.
another fault of social media there. Our
Yeah.
attention spans are smaller, but they're also split all over the place. Because now you can do split screen on your phone, what you talked about. You could watch a video while you shop on Amazon. So your brain is actually multitasking, but you're telling your brain, I can do this, this, and this. So now you need this, this, and this. And I
Mhm.
feel like the only way that that would feel comfortable to me is something like music. I can't work without music. That's fair. But like to say I can't work without watching a YouTube video at the same time, that's kind of distracting. Like it's a level up.
It depends.
Yeah.
So for me, certain videos I can't watch and do work at the same time because I gonna end up actually literally watching the video.
Yeah.
But then others, if it's like just somebody talking about something,
Hmm.
I could work and listen to that because I don't have to actually watch what they're saying
Hmm.
or doing.
Yeah.
So for me, like The Office, I used to watch The Office a lot while working because I watched The Office so much times. I don't have to watch it anymore. I could just listen and I could imagine what they're doing on screen
Hmm.
because I've seen it so many times. So for me, that's what I used to do. Just watch The Office.
Yeah. True that. True that.